Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to your Grand Finals broadcast. We will be back in just a little bit when the games start. There we go. There we have our drop map good to go. Indeed. We're doing a 2-2-2 format today of our match point format. 50 points, 6 game minimum. We make our own music here because copyright strikes are fun. World's Edge drop map. Oops. Let's see if I can make honestly, that's pretty good. Nice. Powered by Overstay. Yeah. Very nice. Alright, let's take a good look at our drop map here today. We have a few contests, a few claims as well that seem to be moving around the map. Had a good number here, and take a look at the SP drop map first because we'll be starting on Storm Point today. So I did notice that there was a lot of teams that were shifting around on the map earlier, but for the most part here, if we take a look at our Storm Point drop map, it's looking like we're gonna have our only contest on Storm Point at Barometer. Down south, very common contest. Surprised we don't have it anywhere else on the map though, but knowing the teams in this lobby, that is. But it looks like, for the most part, people say they will contest in a tournament. They're actually lying. Because, yeah, no, you don't actually contest. Have a nice time. But, be back here in just a moment, and we'll get this show on the road. Just gotta make sure all of our players are good to go for the lobby. So for anybody wondering, this is probably only my first or second stream ever. I would call it my first official stream. We'll see how this goes, but can't wait for audio to break, video to break, and everything to fall apart. But you know what? That's fine, because, you know, I'm not here for you guys. I'm here for the players. So if you're watching, you're watching. If not, you're not. Our lovely team Deadbutt is in the lobby, but not in the team VC that we requested them. Let's go ahead and send them their link to their VC so they can get where they need to be. I'm gonna need to refill my water tonight, aren't I? No, actually, it's quite incredible. I'll show you all. We almost have a full lobby at start time. That's unbelievable. But back to the pretty scenery for you all. I wonder if I mimic the audio of like a copyrighted song too closely, if I'll get copyright striked because I did the tune too well. I wonder how closely you can toe the line before it just rips you to pieces and says goodbye. But just gonna review a few things here real quick. Everyone's in their team VCs. Very nice. And do a quick interview with our two-time reigning champion, No Name. We'll go check in with them and see if they're ready to go. Let's go see. Hello, hello. I just wanted to ask you guys if you have a second. No, I just wanted to come talk to you guys real quick. Because of course there's a very important question I have to ask you guys as the reigning champions of 2 times. Panex, I know you're new to the roster, but certainly seems like you guys have had a bounce back ever since you joined the team. So I just wanted to ask you guys, how are you feeling today? Yeah. If you want to translate for him, that'd be awesome. I'm totally down for that. Sweet. Love to hear it. Alright, well, best of luck to you guys, and we'll get these games on the road here in just a little bit. Thank you. Hello, Synth. By the way, you are live. I just wanted to ask you real quick if you have anybody ask about getting access to the VC, like a coach or something. Feel free to just give them access at the member level to their team VC, and just remind any coaches they need to be muted during the game. Yep. Sounds good. I'm gonna go ask Meat real quick and get you official of like who the person is. Hello. I just wanted to ask real quick who the coach in here is. Text the coach. Alright, cool. Yeah. Yep, just run during the game's tech. Do me a favor and mute in the Discord. Hello, everybody. I just wanted to ask real quick who the coach in here is. Pegasus? Alright, yep. Just ask you guys to Pegasus to mute during the games, and you guys are good to go. Thank you. Good. Oh, no, just that during the games, if, like, the coach just, like, until you guys are dead, not to talk. Yeah. Thank you. We totally didn't have audio on the interview, I just realized, and we're not going to do it again, but have a nice time. That is a certified first time streaming moment, but you know, bright side, we do have the Streamlabs mobile app, which just seems like it's making my life so easy, because I can just do changes from my phone. I don't even need a $200 Steam Deck. I can just use my phone. Love that. Just about ready to go here for everybody. Just waiting on one last player to join the lobby, and we will be good to go. Exotic. Let's see what Brown's ETA is. There's one player left on the roster, and we'll get these games on the way. Go ahead and pull up the Stormpoint drop map here. So of course we do have our contest at Barometer, and it's going to be between Red 40 and Pure. Red 40 is, of course, our 5th place team going into the grand finals here, which means they start with 6 advanced starting bonus points. No Name is our #1 seeded team, so not only are they defending champions of the 2 prior Legacy Leagues, but they had 2 previous championship titles, and going to this, they got 1st place in the winner's bracket, so they have a 10-point starting bonus today. Towards our 50-point match point grand finals. Next up, we got Spate Esports. They're going to be looking at a 9-point advantage. Then we have Meat. Tech has moved himself to the coaching role now instead of being a primary player. So he'll be giving them some advice between games. Ping Wingman. Dig Vibes is, of course, left the old roster that he was with Vera, and he's now with Kuzme and Soviet. Red 40, another zone team. Team Die had a couple has had a recent roster change, of course, in the fact that Yubin and Yazto and Vudo So Voodoo, of course, now plays with 5-star. Exotic Esports is our latest addition to the lobby, of course. And Exotic Esports came in as the 50th seed coming into the playoffs, went into the winner's bracket with a dominant performance in the playoff first elimination round, and found their way into the grand finals in 7th place. They'll be starting the day today with 4 extra points, and if anybody's watched ALGS before, you've certainly seen the amount of times that teams will just barely scrape over the line on match point, and those 4 extra points could be that game. Of course, that's the very difference sometimes between getting a whole squad wipe, whether or not you get that squad wipe an extra point from the placement. So that could be the difference in a whole game right there for them of whether or not they hit match point. Same goes for Oversleepers, DMG, and 99 Problems. A couple teams that were potentially surprises to even not make it to the winners bracket. Of course, we have Wampum Brown, Purple Slushy, Deadbutt, all teams that are pure as well, and Bryce, all top 20 CC teams who, well, they didn't make it into the winners bracket. And there's a lot of up-and-coming talent here that's come into the bracket today. Sub for them, Sparky. Am I really going to sub game 1? No. Can I hear a pal sub for me? I gotta go. Alright, well, we're starting game 1 then. Alright. Alright, let's get our show on the road. Of course, though, we're going to be waiting here on the match to actually start. But let's go ahead and look at our drop map here a little bit. As we head into the game, game 1 has loaded in, so we'll be going to have a pretty early start here. Of course, there's been the thing in Pro League where the scores have shifted towards the... the rings have shifted towards the south on Stormpoint and towards the north on World's Edge. They said they fixed it, but at the same time, I think they haven't done that, actually. Now let's take a nice good look. There's our scoreboard. Alright, so there we have all of our players. This will live update during our games. Let's take a look over here at our Legend Select. Saw a lot of different teams, and we'll take a better look at it here as we head into the game. Command Center is going to be our first one, and let's get this look here onto Pure. Diving on in for the first contest in the match.
Let's reposition. Spotted a weapon
Seems that for them, they're going to have no contest potentially. Seems that Red 40 has opted to come to Pylon for their contest today. So as we can see here what's happening, there's now 3 teams here at the Pylon. Engismal was contesting for the Pylon in the losers round 2. Exotic Esports has taken the south end of the Pylon, and Red 40 is taking the north half. Chris Uwu, I'll call him FTA Uwu today. Seems like he's going to be up here on the top half. Let's get these overlays for you more. Alright. Give me here, let me get myself situated. Might have to keep it a couple teams. Alright, we have Astro going to creep up here onto them. Seems though they're Red 40 decided to walk out into Jurassic though, looking to potentially catch off. This is going to be undecided inside the Jurassic area. I think he's good here. It's nice 70 crack. I'm going to take some space though for him. So I was going to invite him to up. In the stairwell, but the player is not there. Oxygen Jaw. Artist to run away. Will get caught off top. I can't get the grapple. Nope, not today. I was going to walk up for the first. Didn't look like Window was contesting right on that, but we did start with the action here rather early on game number 1. And as the games go on and we head into the end game, we'll of course have our teams remaining, and red 40. That's not food coloring today on this arena. That's going to be real competitor blood. Don't need to food color anything here with some fake dye. You can just spill the blood of your enemies. So, anyway, Undecided has long since left the Jurassic and might go ahead. Well, they're certainly not going to grab banners, so they might just head into ring. Let's take a look here at our ring though, and do a little early analysis on what we have going on today. So,
That way, fellas. Level 2.
very lovely potential here, where we're going to actually be drawing on
Evil
and up today,
Harvester
everybody.
here. I hope we can be friends.
Had that thought.
Looting for fortune,
Kind of set
fame,
up.
and firearms
And
over there.
So let's go ahead and get that tweaked real quick, and we'll get that here for everybody today. General, let's go ahead and throw our window capture, add source. Add source.
Move there.
And
Care
display.
package over there.
Nice. Thank you.
Care package over there.
Fusey's got an upgrade. Got me another level. Time for an upgrade.
Check out that way, friend.
Let's see. Drag
Open
the
supply bin over here.
size. And it's
Shield
now a
battery
giant
here.
black screen everyone has to deal with. There we go. No more black screen. Let's get our lovely macro pen out here today. Look at that, everybody. You don't see that on the ALGS stage. Live drawing of the map. Anyway,
That way, fellas. Move your butt.
Undecided seems to have leftovers on the right side of the map here. And I'll just get a little away from all the audio for a second. Getting into fighting.
with enemy.
None of your problems, we'll come back to the macro later. Sitting here. Get away. Leovich is 1 HP. Probably the knock onto Swift. Last one alive. See your teammates coming back on the side. Time to close on the backside.
Right here.
One to get them off. The Deadboat's gonna go down to the hero of the team once again.
Don't worry, I'm here.
Yeah, we're never gonna say that name. We're just gonna figure it out. But it doesn't matter because he is the hero for 99 problems. But now there's 100 problems in the map. It's called 98. Take a look at the map again though. We do have No Name inside. This is of course our range instance here. Looking around. See if the game ever stabilizes though.
Let's go.
Not with all this fighting going around in the middle of the
Let's
ring though.
displace here.
Let's see who the closest enemy is though. We do have Rollers MX on top of them. That's where the fighting looked like it was coming from. Let's take a look there. I have over here in the corner the over sleepers up in North Pad. Does have their
check out
closest
that
enemy
way,
as
friends.
DMG. And let's see whether or not they're able to find me here. Looks like the Pathfinder has some intel. Watter's taking some damage. All of them are inside the building though, so
Harvester
there's
here.
going to be
I
future
hope we
going to
can be
grab
friends.
the other one. Let's hop over here to meet though. Looks like they're fighting on
Let's go over there.
the far east side of the map. We're taking some shots. That's going to be our LB Town finalist team. Going to walk up into the staircase here, and as a matter of
Let's
fact, though,
relocate
in
there.
the staircase is of course Undecided. In the other staircase,
Tango
we
near
are of
me.
course going to have our red 40. Or sorry, that is not red 40. It's going to be
We should continue.
Exactly.
King Wingman. There we go. King Wingman. Another staircase, so we do have Undecided and King Wingman. We're playing the staircase right now, so they're going to control most of the macro between the north and south part of Stormcatcher region. Looks like, of course, that meat is going to opt to rotate to the right side of the map. Get out of here from this audio for a second here. Take a look down at our Stormcatcher. Very nice POI. So we do have a time here to talk a little bit about, though, what might be happening around the map. Does look like Brown, having had to start the game 1 as a duo today, have decided that they will be right in the building. Hopefully, never time goes to die off guard.
Arcs are here.
But taking a look around the POI here and there. Let's talk a little bit about the different kind of zone control here we do have in play for these teams, though. So of course we did have LB Town. They're going to mostly be controlling this space here. Meat is going to end up controlling this back portion. No Name and Rollers MX are going to control the middle area, of course. Let's see here. Give me just one moment. Let's close the player tags. And let's get them back. Alright, so as we were looking at here, though, of course, Pink Wingman has much less control, though, only controlling this really staircase. Undecided has this tiny staircase. Is of course going to be Hits Tyler. This is going to be Hits Tyler is going to be our team from Red 40. So they've opted to rotate around, it seems, up into Spate Esports. Doom and Zeto, that's going to be for your team from Die. But it looks like for the most part, though, we do have just most of the ring control taken the moment. There is, of course, some space to play here. It's going to be kind of hard, though, with the incoming teams from there. Let's go ahead and take a look, though, around the map again. Because I do believe, over on the left side of the map, might be able to see some action here. We're here for Red 40. Posting up in the top zipline base. Sentinel is going to see if it can put in some work today for him. Not quite finding the bullet drop yet, but it's going to eat the battery. Serum has found his life on the line, though. And of course, over here, directly next to him, Die is rotating directly beneath them right now.
Move there.
But they don't. Seems like they were aware, though, that Hits Tyler was looking for them, but it's not really going to matter with the cover they have from the cliffside, though. Die is opting to rotate down into the choke, which is still 3 in front of them. So they're not going to find too much tension here, and they're going to be able to find a nice spot inside the zone.
Let's go over there.
Get your asses there.
Position themselves for the later rings. They do, however, do not have any. They have one evac tower on the team, so they can use that, of course, to rotate the Stormcatcher later if they can find a nice spot to put their evac down. From this position, though, of the evac, they're most likely only going to be able to find a home for the evac to go right underneath the. Yeah, right underneath the Stormcatcher area. They might be able to play the building right here, but that's going to be about it for them right now. Seems if they do in fact choose to evac it. Looking around the map, though, Brown, their trap was unsuccessful.
We should go that way.
But Womp Womp finally deciding to leave their POI of Launchpad. They may in fact find the Purist, led by Dan, I believe. With Dan, Sang, and of
think we
course
should move that way.
Final player on that roster will in fact be. Let's take a look here. It doesn't matter. How easier to use names. LB Town, though, is taking a lot of space on this bridge, though, with the Watson. Can make their lives a lot easier. Show some presence and show where teams can walk up for free and whatnot. But they're going to get assisted, though, by Jomax, former player for Try, since I've found this new team that's going to give them a lot more success in the long run. Up here, though, in the north, we're going to find ourselves on, I believe especially is in the command center. Right outside,
Gotta clown that away.
so right below Leovich from 99 Problems. And call him 98, though, after that beautiful clutch by Hero earlier. But up to the north, though, we do, of course, have DMG opting to evac around the mountain. Seems like he must have put the mountain there with his balloon. But Purple Slushy is rather disappointed to find that they won't have anybody outside of their POI to gatekeep. But coming up from underneath, it's going to be over sleepers. And we'll see whether or not, though, that Purple Slush is ready for this. The Q does come out. Say that it's going to be placed up here with Q's Q. And it seems that Over Sleepers has decided to rotate out. Looking at a very nice 18 squads round 3. Take a quick look at these names on the map though. And a lot of teams are going to make do with very little space. Most of our contention here is going to be over in the west building. Let's go ahead and populate space. All these teams ask for a building in a rather impolite manner. Update on Meat, they posted up in the new warehouse in the cliffside. Nice damage deal on the tower. Opting to go for the knock, he said the balloon, they want to let this one rotate, but they would rather get some KP for free. I'm going to see though if they can hold out red 40, that seems like Chimbish looking at now. By the space. This tower is slicing on the right side, left side of his team. Bengals. Right behind the back after rotating past and now on the south side of Ring Road, this fight's going to be there. It seems that Spade is still holding on to the building. One died on the south side of Ring, so kind of hold him out. Looks like Exotech's gonna hold on to their space in Ring here. And things seem to have stabilized here heading into round 4. Still 13 squads alive. Not quite sure what they can, but let's be over sleepers shooting here at the window. The max out of triple height nice. And then from the high ground coming from his team as well. Directly below them. And we're seeing very nice up here with not much of a problem at the moment. Now, Delightful, maybe going to try and find his way over to Pluto, but that'll be a very miracle work from the Vanguard. Meanwhile, though, Spate has decided to leave their building, look for some space in Ring. They do now control probably the most space in Ring, granted the fact of how little space that Purple Slush controls as a solo here. Of course, Elite does have the most potential here heading into the endgame, however, none of their position is currently in-game for the next Ring. Down on the south side, there is a very important rotator coming from Exo. Very nice fuse Q in there. Might not have been needed, but... Just walks a little right above them. Rollers MX. Doing what they can to pressure the team. King with that directly on the middle of the Watson. That's that Watson. Directly from next to the Kate though. See if does manage to get up there. Try again here though. Get some nades in. See if they can clear up the fences. That's first off. All the stuff like this. It's not really pretty for him. Does get shot in the second. Jinx. Meat though has rotated down now. Kuzme, last one line. Undecided. I managed to keep alive as a duo, rotating up here and under second. Then it does go down out of control from the high ground. Awesome. We'll keep alive for just a second. Rollers. Very nice around the high ground. Just how important it is not to give up your space when you do have it. Because look, the Meat though, north side of Ring is going to be against Spate. Spater has decided to run away. Trying to find a spot on this backside. Up the field. Meat has been pushed down by FTA. Saw serious. Doesn't quite get played on. The FCA finding a nice spot. That's for Gibby. too little too late. That resets quite some time with all the heals that have to go in the camera does get knocked out. Nice something they get both and getting that speed. That's going out for his team, but it's not good enough. He won't play alive enough. Uber looking for damage. And we go down to Spate Esports reclaiming their spot on the north side of ring. Left alive, we now have No Name, Pure, and Spate. No Name left their spot in the ring. Spent most of the game inside of the Stormcatcher main building. Team 19's to be Pure, Spate, and No Name.
Hostile spotted.
Space is out of rotated back to No Name killing the program at Spate. Reset it.
Need gear. Scouting here.
Playing those two guys from the while No Name tries to find their space in the ring. Nice amount of KP so far for them. Let's take a look here though at the points that are on the scoreboard so far.
Enemies in the distance. This displace
Huntsman
there.
attempt to knock them down awfully far out there. But Spate does control right now the exact center of the ring.
The enemy
No Name's going to be the most critical team here. Depending on what team No Name pushes, might determine who gets second and third place. No Name does have the most pressure on their backs right now in this situation. Right, they're pinpointing off of it. Jump to the wall. Capitalize. Pure now finish the fight with No Name having to and go to Pure with a very pure team cut dry victory for them. GG's to Hop on over here to our scoreboard and take a look at what game 1 has in store for us. Spate with a 126-point game to start the day. Now that is going to be a very nice start to the day. Alrighty, that's going to be game 1. I'm going to take a look at a few things here real quick. As we head into game 2. Alright, we might have to restart the stream here to fix the bitrate.